Hello, YouTube world. Hope everyone is okay, and welcome to another Scrappin' Irish Live. Ooh, my camera is, I don't know, playing up. Anyhow, hope all is good. First person in tonight was JCT. So JCT, I'm not sure if you're there still. Welcome in. I put the link there if anyone wants to come up. Pooh's mate came in then after that. Electronic Scrapper was in after that. So that's it so far before we got those people in. So I hope you've hit the like, you guys. And let me make sure everything is working over at YouTube World. Okay, seems to be okay. Everything seems to be running. Hey, George, welcome in. So hope everyone is okay. Hope anyways, Mike, hey, big money. You're the big money man with all your copper from them boilers you were doing. I was watching the video today with the copper and the brass. You have to bits and pieces you've left over in the back of the van. I watched that video today earlier. So E-Waste Mike is the man with the big money. But anyhow, this is kind of brings it to my topic conversation for tonight, and for those guys, is it possible to make a living from scrapping? And when I say scrapping, it's not just e-waste; it's general scrapping. Like I could say, what Shark Scrapper does as well. You can even see e-waste Mike is doing it with the copper and the brass and stuff like that. So, is it possible, guys, to make an actual full-time living from it? And my answer to that is depends on what part of the world you're in. For a start, that would be probably one of the issues to going to making a living from full-time scrapping. In Ireland, UK, I think it's a lot harder to make a living from full-time scrapping. Yes, I know there's guys doing it, and there's big companies who have big scrap yards and stuff like that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about one guy, a van, and his time, and can he make a living from it? Um, Again, is the sound okay? Because let me see. Sorry, I haven't watched any scrapping videos. I've been catching up on drama in the large YouTube channels. Okay, I don't know what drama's been going on in the large YouTube channels. I try and stay away from drama as best I can. If I couldn't be bothered with it, just worry about my own little YouTube channel and that's it, and try and keep the drama away from there as well. But anyhow, as I was saying there, I think it's harder to make a living from the UK and Ireland. And one of the reasons is, hey, JCT, you were first person in tonight. Thanks for being in. And again, don't forget to like, guys, if you could. I have the link there if anyone wants to go up on this topic. I would really appreciate that, and they can give their 2 cents worth. But yeah, I think Ireland and England have a problem, as in regulation. You don't have, like in America, you don't have people leaving stuff at the side of the street for you to pick up. It's all done by big contractors. So the chance of one man and his van making a living from it is pretty slim in this side of the world. Where in America and Australia, you have stuff left that you can go and pick up, and gives you the opportunity to make money from it. I see you scrapping and electronic scrappers there again, George. I think you can make it work full time, but it all depends on your overheads you have. Yeah, overheads comes into it too. But again, one man and his one man and his van will have less overheads, of course. But that's what we're kind of talking. Just not a big operation, not like a scrapyard operation or anything like that. We're talking about a just little operation. Just yourself, maybe family or something like that involved with you, or maybe another scrapper involved with you. But I think you in the US you have great opportunities for it, but here it's not. Now I know there's more regulation stuff coming into the US and more environmental issues and stuff like that, where before there wasn't, and that will cause more overheads, of course. It's all in chat. Just seeing what everyone's saying. Ralph, welcome in. And Optimus Prime, welcome in. Yeah, scrapyards pay better in the north of Ireland than they do in the south of Ireland. That's another side of it. It depends on your scrapyard, what your scrap. But I think if you're doing it full time, you can build up a bit of a relationship with scrapyards, and they will probably give you better prices than the normal person will get. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button on my keyboard and something else. I guess I don't know HACT. I'm just seeing what everyone's saying there. Just seeing what their feedback is on it. Much harder in the UK. Yeah, it's much harder in Ireland too, because again, we say even the electronic scrap now is governed by a company called We Ireland, and I'm sure you have a version of it in the UK, stuff like that. And that means that we say the shops and stuff where people can bring back now their electronic goods and have them recycled that way, which is good. It gets it back into the recycling stream, but it's not good for the scrapper who is making a few pound out of that, or doing the scrapping. Yeah. So what's everyone's take on it? Who is there? Anyone in there making a full time? I know E-Waste Mike does it as a living. And he's in the chat there. Is there anyone else? See you scrapping? He's doing it as a living. So, guys, what's your take on it? What's pros? What's the cons of doing it for yourself? Is it getting harder to make money on it? Is there more competition out there? And while I'm waiting for your 2 cents worth, I'm here as well, and I've wire and stuff that I need to cut off. My green screen is not playing ball tonight. I need to set it up differently, but I have a lot of wire here. I need to cut the ends off and stuff like that, so I can be doing that while I'm seeing what everyone's doing. And if anyone wants to join and come in and give their bit on it, because I'd love to be able to do it as a full-time job. It'd be great if I could do it as a full-time job, do something I like doing and make money from it. But it's just too big of a risk to go out and do it as a full-time job here in Ireland. You're competing with big companies who are doing it on large scale, and there's no way you can just go around and start picking stuff off the streets, because there's nothing on the streets. I am more and more. I see more and more scrap. I have a guy in the basement. Love the title there, Mike. Love the new name.
That's the way I feel.
And you're one of the full-time scrappers out there. You'll be doing it for a good few years. Is it getting harder? Is it much the same as when you started first, or do you think it's getting harder for living out of it?
The only thing that makes it harder is pricing.
Pricing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, only because I have contracts, with scrap yards and computer stores, and so I don't have a problem getting stuff. It's just when you sell it, you don't really make a lot on it anymore.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's the prices drop, but it's not just the pricing drop. It's the fuel costs as well now. So before, where it cost you whatever to go up to board sort, I'm sure the costs have gone up now because of the fuel costs going up. It costs more every time you go up.
Yeah, it cost me about $300 to go to board sort. So I have to have at least 2,000 to take down there, just to make 1,700.
Yeah, it's
or I can sit here like I am now. See what I'm doing?
Oh, sorting out your chips.
Packing my CPUs to send them board sort.
Yeah, that's another advantage, as I was saying, for making a living in America. You can get your chips into board sort. You can make some extra money because you're not getting scrap price from them. You're getting a higher price. Here in Ireland, the UK, we don't have that opportunity. Just if you're selling your e-waste, some places will only pay you shred price for e-waste, and other places will just give it a lower value. It's not something that you can make a lot of money from, unless you're selling the stuff on eBay and you get people to buy RAM chips off you.
But when you do these, you got to make like a little cocaine pack. That's how you got to ship them.
And you write on it what type of chip it is and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, they used to have like You used to have to put the whole number on there. Like this here's an i7. It's a 6100.
Okay.
But they upgraded so they put everything in a category. So you have like an i7 6 whatever. Like this is an i7 3 whatever. So you just put i7 3 and then XXX and they know what it is. So it saves you a little time, but it's still a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And I seen there like you were doing the video and you're going to start paying your neighbor now $100 a month for the use of our shed and stuff like that. So it covers the electricity cost for and stuff like that. Well, that's another expense that you have to add in that you have to pay out now out of what you earn, you know?
Yeah.
It's all
So like
it's
yeah, so like this CPU here, this is $28.
okay.
If it tests good, and they always test good. So I mean, just alone there's 2 of those, and I've already done I think 16 or something, and I still have what's on the table here, and I got all of these in here to do yet.
Yeah,
I average when I send them in, I average between $600 and $800.
okay. See that's the opportunity you have there in America, which we don't have, which a lot of people, not just in Europe, a lot of people don't have them that chance of doing that, selling their CPUs for a higher value. They're just going to get so much a pound, and that's it as scrap value, not as usable value, which is something that'd be great if there was a system over here for that. But there isn't. Who did I see coming in there? In Your Dreams is in, and was there someone else? Electron Scrabber, see Optimus Prime. Who's me? So yeah, I think everyone. I said hi to everyone that came in so far. I said hi to George, Ralph, JCT. See you scrapping. Yeah, that's everyone so far. But and do you have many people in your area doing scrapping? Do you see many more street scrappers out there, or is it just yourself that's in that area?
No, I used to see them on like trash day, but I haven't seen any in a couple weeks now. And it's probably because shred's down to like 4 cents a pound here. 553. So when the shred's down, you don't really see a lot of guys.
And will they still not go out and collect the stuff off the streets? Because chances are you're not just going to just get shred. You're going to get stuff that has copper, and you're going to get stuff that has brass and stuff like that you could make a bit more extra money on, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't. I mean, when I go to scrapyard, they're busy, but
yeah,
I don't see them driving around here like they used to.
Hey, Dan K&D Scrapping, how do? He's getting 180 a ton for shred at the moment. What's your price for shred? You know,
80 a ton.
So that's like he's getting 180, I presume, Canadian dollars. So
yeah, and he's 45 minutes from me, but he's on the other side of the border.
Yeah. So what's the Canadian dollar to the US dollar at the moment?
They're probably doing pretty good. See, Dan don't talk to me anymore because last time Dan called me, he caught me while I was shirtless cooking breakfast, and I think I traumatized him. But we did have a nipple off, so you know.
Oh, too much information.
Yeah.
Too much information.
No, I miss Dan.
So his 180 Canadian dollars will be the equivalent to 135 US dollars. So he's getting a good price on his shred.
Yes, he is.
Gulf Coast, welcome in. So Gulf Coast is getting 120 for his at the moment. So again, that just goes to show, and that's in the US as well. Gulf Coast down in Florida, and you're up near Detroit area, is it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So such a difference in price there. Hey, we have another guy in the basement. Another.
Don't let me in. Don't let me in yet because I'm not. I've still got you open onto the side. So
we don't hear any echo. Oh, you're okay.
Right, yay! We've got lag. Severe lag. Hello, E-Waste Mike.
Sorry, Ian.
I don't see any lag on this side. Let me just check YouTube.
This is like psychedelic. You know, like when you're in a room and you've got strobe. That's how it looks like to me. It's like really slow and what mushrooms have I been having?
Let me see if it's doing it. Just check it on.
Am I okay to you lot?
Yeah, on the StreamYards you're okay. Well, let me have a look on the YouTube side and see what's happening over there, because I haven't been looking on YouTube.
On StreamYards, I've got severe.
No, it's okay on YouTube side as well.
Well,
from my side anyhow.
Anyway, might make me talk slower. That's it.
You're not well.
Honestly, it's this. If I could film it and show it you back.
You must have too many windows open and you don't have a good enough RAM in it to process the speed and the graphics card. So shoot a few of the windows. You're probably processing a video. That's what you're at, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No, Ralph Murek says it. I sound good, of course, and I look good.
You're a little glitchy.
He said that.
Yeah.
I sound good and I look good, of course.
Right. So
but
I'm wondering
it's not.
I'm just
well,
YouTube there and seeing.
Anyway, hello Irish and hello E-Waste Mike and hello everybody in chat. Pooh's mate, Ralph Murek, George, in your dream.
And there's another guy there that wasn't here before. I think Optimus Prime. There's I put a few comments on videos lately of mine, so good to see Optimus Prime in. I think he's in Ireland somewhere, if I'm right, but I could be wrong.
What are you doing there, mate? Taking bits, scrapping bits, small bits.
I'm writing you a love letter.
Mike is grading his processors, so he has to check them and write on them what type they are, and he's going to get, instead of getting 1 cent a processor or something like that, he's going to end up getting like $7 or $20 or $10, you know.
So what would that slot 1 microprocessor be?
Nothing. It's i7s and i5s and stuff like that.
Okay, so nothing.
No, that's actually a board sort. They're about $14 a pound.
Per pound.
What about these things?
Those are P4s.
Nothing.
Green, brown fiber. Yeah, throw that shit.
Stop throwing stuff behind you like Mike.
Throw them way back there, though. Don't throw them way back. Same thing as that brown one you just threw. Throw that too. Throw it. Swing that. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
These.
No. Pitch them.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I have to pick them up afterwards.
I know.
E. Matthew, what's your take on can you make a living from scrapping?
Can you make a living? I know many a traveller who do make a living from scrap. Yes.
Yeah, but we'd say the ordinary man off the street, like me or you in the Ireland and UK, do you think there's still a chance of making a living from it?
So, yeah, certainly. I mean, when I go to the scrapyard and I meet Scouse Jed,
okay,
you know, that's his living. You know, now he has a nice round. You build these rounds up over the years, going to garages, your contacts, looking after them at Christmas, giving them a jar, giving them a bottle or two, and he makes a living at it. I think, from what I know, most, how do I put it? Them trucks that go around with high backs on.
The big companies, the big boys, like.
No.
I know the box you're on about.
Guy who has a small truck and he puts greedy boards on the side of them, so you can get more in. Bit like what Scrap Kingdom drives round in.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I know when they weigh in, because I talked to a few of them, and they're earning £200 to £300 a day every time they go in, and that's not a bad living.
No, if you do that 5 days a week, you have £1,000 quid.
Then he can go buy some RAM.
Yeah, then you can go and buy RAM off eBay.
Hey, hello, Miss Canadian Scrapper. Oh, she breaks my heart, that woman does. She breaks my heart. You know, she had a tub there full of microwave magnetrons, and that she's not going to break down.
That's like, but you see, again, it comes in. She's doing it as a living, so like, not like, see, right? You broke down a transformer that nearly broke your heart, okay, doing it because it took you such an effort and such amount of time and whatever, right? So you know that you know that, right? Say another 10 of them come in now. Are you going to break down all 10 of them?
Right. The short answer is no.
Exactly. There you go.
Right. But the longer answer is, I knew that was aluminium.
Yes.
I could have weighed it in as it was. Actually, there's a whole video on that, but I've not uploaded it. I could have picked that up, took it to the scrapyard, and I could have got £43 for it. I didn't, because I need a YouTube video. I chose to show that I can lose money by doing that.
Well, you could have shown you could have lost money by buying RAM off eBay, and that will show you how to lose money too.
This is true. So,
and I have videos on that as well, which I'm still working on.
So I spoke to the scrapyard. He would have taken it off me, even though I knew it was aluminium, and he would have known it's aluminium. In the end, he's selling it on to someone else, and he says that company make an allowance to the fact that motors come in. Some are aluminium wound, some aren't.
Yeah. So like when he's selling to this other company, he's selling 70 ton of motors, not 7 motors. Like, so
correct.
They're going to allow for a certain amount of that percentage to be aluminium ones.
Yeah. So he was quite happy. He says, even though you tell me that it's aluminium round, he said, I'll still give you motor pricing for it. So yeah, I lost money on that one, but I was trying to say to him, it's like YouTube is like every video you do is like a little money tree that you're planting. And over the years, every year it produces a certain amount of money. It might not be a lot. It might only be £10 a year.
Yeah, but if you have 10,000 videos giving you £10 a year, that's 100,000 in a year.
Yeah, so I did a little bit of look back and found a video that had the difference was £27. So I had to find a video that paid £27. So you go to your analytics, go to your revenue, you can split it up. You find a video. This video's paid 27 quid. You'll look back. I did that 4 years ago. Right. So that video's earned £27 over 4 years. But every year goes on, it makes, I don't know, £1.
Yeah.
No, 27 divided by 4, 6, 7. £7. So it makes £7 a year. Like you say, you have 100 videos out making £7 a year.
Oh, I just got a super chat from Jules. Well,
You can
Jules,
see that.
much appreciated. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to say hi to a few people now while everyone stopped talking. So Scrapman Dan came in, Miss Canadian Scrapper, as we already said, Jules, see you Scrapman said already. Earl came in as well, Earl Caller, welcome in. And I think I said everyone, and Dan from TNT Scrapping was in. I said thanks, or he's in there. Yeah, so well, there was something there Dan was saying. He still scraps every day, but stopped doing his rounds a few years back. So, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the YouTube side of the equation of doing the videos for YouTube, you know, yes, YouTube is a long game. If you're in YouTube, you're looking at the long game, not the short game. A lot of people come into YouTube, and I admit I had at the start, I had the short game in my head, thinking, oh, I'm going to come on here, do a few videos on gold recovery or scrapping. Everyone's going to be looking at it and giving me we get loads of views and stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. Some people will be lucky and they'll come on YouTube and their channel will just take off for them. And but
Jason, my first videos, I'm like, I'm going to make this. I'm going to put it on YouTube. It's going to go viral. Everybody's going to go love that. Look what Guy does. It went nah. He went like, nah, nothing.
Nothing.
And then you realise there's a lot bigger people out there doing a lot better than what you do.
But again, we're in a niche that is very small community of a niche. Like if you're in, everyone likes to travel or holiday destinations. So you have people, bloggers who do traveling around the world, and people like to watch that because some people can't afford to go around the world, and some people aren't healthy enough to travel or whatever, and they like to see other parts of the world through the eyes of the person doing the video. So them videos have a bigger audience. We have a smaller audience. There's a smaller amount of people that's going to come on and watch a guy scrap out a computer or scrap out a transformer or scrap out something. There is a community who likes that and who wants to see what's inside them, but the amount of people that are doing it are a lot smaller. So that's why we're always going to be a niche kind of market on that.
Oh,
and
God.
again, if there's not millions of people wanting to watch our videos, YouTube aren't going to push us out there like they will push out the guy who's getting the views. He's traveling and he might be in Singapore and there's hundreds of thousands of people looking at that video. They're going to push that even harder because they know there's a bigger community of people who might be interested in it.
I think my biggest fan base, if that's the word.
Fan base. Ooh, very.
I'm not quite certain if that's the word.
Fan base. Do you sign up for that too?
I think actually I've grown because there's people in those countries, like you said, not the UK, and they want to learn English. So they're trying to learn English off me.
They're in trouble.
They're in deep trouble. Imagine arriving in somewhere like some far-flung country in the world.
Hey, Scrapman Dan's here. I always have this close to hand from Scrapman Dan.
Hold on, I'll make it bigger for you. There we go.
I'm still glitching on this end. I don't know why. I've been fine all afternoon.
Maybe refresh it.
Yeah.
Oh,
or just get the hell out of it.
We'll see when he reconnect in a minute. We'll see what will make a difference. Right, who else came in there? George was in already. Was there someone else I seen coming in? Of course, was there Scrapman Dan. No, that's everyone there. So how many processes have you there in total at the moment to go through? Do you know?
I don't know, not that many. 50 maybe.
50. And if you make an average of what on them? $10 an average, is it, or would it be $20 average?
No, it all depends. They're all different.
Oh, we have another person in the basement, and no, it's not.
They range from $3 a piece to $150 a piece.
Oh, I'm going to throw you. I am going to throw you down. If that's a Christmas tree already. Oh my God. The
only thing I say is it's like, you know, Cruiser Max said, the only reason that they get snow in November is because people put Christmas trees up in November.
Yes.
We finally got a little snow yesterday.
Christmas trees up, they wouldn't get snow.
Yeah, Christmas tree up on the 13th of November.
Hello, Shaq. I'm better, by the way. I'm not lagging.
No, you're good now.
Good. But where was I here? Just seeing, did someone else come in there? I missed it.
Oh, well, okay, goodbye.
Bye. Who's gone?
Nobody liked him anyway.
He got upset with my Christmas tree and left.
I'm not surprised. That's shocking having a Christmas tree up in November.
Oh, Mrs. Shark starts decorating on the 1st of November.
I don't know why.
There's a lot of people that do it like way before Thanksgiving, as you can see.
I think I put mine up around about the 20th of December and take it down Boxing Day.
No, I stick to the tradition here. It's put it up on I think it's the 6th of December is the tradition for putting it up. So I put it up on the 6th of December and that's it.
I don't put mine up at all.
Well, I like my next door neighbour. She's knocking on the old dear. She's about 83, 84 now. Well, she's got half a Christmas tree in a box. It's already decorated and everything. About big. So she gets this box down at the attic every year, opens it, takes this through, hangs it on the wall, plugs it in, closes the box, and it's there. Half a Christmas tree, hot wall, lit up and everything. I like that's the way to go.
So when Mrs. Shark and I first met, we started putting Christmas up the day after Thanksgiving. Then it morphed into the day before Thanksgiving, and now we're on the 1st of November. At the rate we're going, we'll be decorating in June before I'm dead.
I'm sorry, Shark. You're a sad bastard.
Well, hold on a second. One of the reasons Ian doesn't put his Christmas tree up, I don't put it up because it's tradition not to put up. Ian doesn't put it up because he knows it's going to use more electricity if he has it up earlier. There's more lights to light.
Yeah. No, man still has candles on it.
Anyhow, go back to my conversation, what we were saying earlier. I don't know we had at the beginning, Shark. We're about making a living with scrapping and stuff like that, and it went into videos and YouTube videos and stuff like that. But your take on it, making a living from scrapping. I know you, as I was saying already, the US has more opportunities for doing it than Ireland and UK because scrap is at the side of the streets where you are. It's left out for you to pick up if you get off your ass and drive around. You'll find it on the streets. But do you think it's still a viable operation in the US, or is it getting harder because of the price of fuel and the drop in prices of scrap?
No, it's still very viable. The price of scrap goes up and down. The price of fuel goes up and down. It's just the way it is. So, when the price of scrap is up, you should be selling and saving some money. And when the price is down, you're not going to make as much money. And you've got the reverse going on with fuel, right? You got to be careful when it's really expensive, and you can get around more when it's not as expensive. So
I'm also going to throw a little curveball in there. It depends in the world where you are.
Well, that's my point.
Well, that was Irish's caveat.
Yeah, so you've got not just where you are, but Dan and Miss Canadian Scrapper. Sooner or later, the whole thing, and Cruiser Mac, the thing's covered with all this white stuff.
Okay.
That's got to make it harder for scrapping.
I don't know about harder, but it'll definitely make it harder.
So, you're driving down the street and there's a white fridge there, covered in snow. How do you know it's a white fridge? You think, oh, that's a white fridge, and then you find it's actually a telephone network box that's concreted into the ground. Do you take it anyway? Because I've stopped. I'm having it.
Yeah, but the other thing is what I think was a good point that someone made earlier is, after a while, you're not going to, like we say, the way Shark is now, he doesn't do as much street scrapping as he used to because he's made more contacts and people are ringing him up and saying, just come and collect the stuff. He doesn't have to do as much, if I'm correct. Am I right, Shark? A lot of your stuff now will be contacts you've made and they're ringing you direct and saying, come clear this out. I have this for you or whatever.
Yeah, in fact, most of what I'm getting now is coming from either corporate clients or people that give me a call and ask me to come pick stuff up. So I pick up very little from the street anymore.
Well, we both believe it or not, we do not see much of a difference in sales in winter and summer, and we cover areas in extremes. To experience a lot of extremes in cold weather. So but again, he's more. Well, again, does he have a scrapyard, or is it all just electronic scrap he does? Board sort. US Mike?
I don't know, but I want board sort to open up.
I got 2 words.
UK.
Fuck board sort.
Oh, Jesus.
No. Board sort.
I don't give a fuck.
Come over to the north of England and open up a franchise. I know of a secret location with.
Hey, board sort, don't go to England because they're not part of Europe anymore. So you'll miss out on people sending stuff from France and Spain and Germany and everywhere. Open in Ireland, we're still part of Europe.
No, come on. Let's be honest. We're over here at Scrapping Irish, and we've got all this useless stuff here, haven't we?
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
Throw it.
Oh.
Throw it.
You hid all that when I was going over. Look at Mike
No,
sorting out all the processes for board sorts.
I would throw it, but I'd have to pick it up afterwards. So up here for dancing.
But, no,
You know what the bad part is? I'm over here saying fuck board sort while I'm getting ready to send them shit, you know?
yeah, while you're sorting the stuff out and labeling it.
He screws me anyway, so I don't care, you know. It don't matter.
He looks after you well, Mike. I have a funny feeling.
It all balances out at the end.
Yeah, you sort the stuff properly for him, and he pays you correctly. So that's it. But no,
Pays
You
him
know what?
correctly.
He does. He pays me
doesn't-
correctly. It's the other place that screws me.
He bends over backwards to take care of Mike, and pay correctly? No way. He's paying him way more than what Mike's crap is worth.
I will say this, and then I'm going to probably have a massive stroke. He does treat me good. So
Yeah, we'll call the ambulance now.
but no, if there was a board, but again, as Board Sort said when he was up on this channel a couple of years ago now, he said there's an opportunity there maybe for someone to open up a Board Sort in the UK themselves and do the same as he's doing, get people to post it in. But again, if it as he said, he also has a scrapyard, so maybe your scrapyard there, Ian, maybe you could convince them that this is the way to go down.
Well, my yard, when I've been down, I'll have to video it sometime. Above the racking, they've got, those 1 ton bags that you saw in that secret location?
Yes.
They've got a racking full of them across the top. And they say they get a guy in once every 6 months. It takes them down, goes through them all, and then says, I'll give you so much for that bag, so much for that bag, so much for that bag. They've actually said, bring the bag in and we'll let him go through it with you.
What we need to know is, who is that man that comes in and buys off them? Where is he bringing it to? And will he come and buy your stuff?
Yes.
That's what we need to know.
This is true. It'll happen. Sooner or later, you've got one up in Leeds. You've got one down, Everyday Solars area down south somewhere.
Yeah.
I know there's one in Wales. So sooner or later, someone in Manchester will cotton on to this. There's money to be made and open one up.
But why could you not be the man that goes to these boys and say, look, I'll take over your e-waste side of things. I'll do the buy-in for you. And I get a percentage or whatever. And
No, please. It's bedroom work for me as it is.
But you're going to be soon retired. And would that be a lovely little thing to do in your retirement time? And then I can
my retirement time is working on my lathe. There's a lathe there, by the way.
Gil Skills is in, by the way. Gil Skills, welcome in.
Hey, hello, Bob.
But if I had a bit of money, it'd be something I'd look at doing, buying e-waste property. Now, not buying it off eBay, messing to do a video, but as we spoke.
That's why you don't have no money.
That was for video terms, and
yeah, whatever.
If I had money, and I'd probably buy it, but then it's where to get rid of it then afterwards too. Again, I wouldn't process it, because if you're buying that amount of stuff, there's no point even trying to process it yourself.
So Chris is actually watching what Mike's doing. He's picked up a mistake that he's done.
Where's that?
Yes, and Mike is responding.
He's going to write him a note now.
I don't know what happened to my hand. It just
that finger seems to be stuck.
I sent him a picture the other day, and my finger was like that. I don't know what happened. Hey, Gil.
What were you going to say, Mr. Matthews?
I can hear like a warbling in the background. I don't know who it is.
No,
Go on.
I don't know. My clicking should be gone now that I'm on the new computer.
no, I
You
don't
get
hear
my
anything.
hand away from my face.
I don't hear anything.
So I went to the scrapyard on Friday, the old anvil yard, weighed in. I'm in the queue. There's a guy in front in a van, opens his van, throws out copper pipe, throws out this, throws out that. Calls over to the owner, Robert, and says, "Do you take these?" And it's basically, I'll get one. He's got a bag full of
Sockets.
sockets. He says, "Do you take fronts? Do you take fronts?" He said, "As they are." And he's like, No, we don't take fronts." He said, "No problem." He says, I'll throw them in the skip."
Mr. Matthews approached him, of course.
You can't say that in front of me. I said, I said, "I'll throw them in skip for you if you want. Save your room in your van." He said, "Yeah, no problem." He said, "What will you do?" I said, "I'll strip them." He what? Each and every one of them. I said, "An old guy in his shed, nothing to do with his time at night. You know what it is? Making an odd penny here and there, got to try and pay
Putting on
the
the poor
electric
mouth.
bill."
Go on.
So he give me the sack,
And did you ask him where did he get them from? And is it would he always be able to get them?
No, he was an electrician, but he'd done a rip out for his a family friend. So it was basically that.
Okay.
But it's still in it. So it's a bag full of stuff. Still get me a kilogram of brass out of it.
But again, that's.
So I tell you what, let me throw this out to you. Okay, to you lot, to the whole scrapping community. How hard-faced are you when you're asking for scrap?
Oh no, I sometimes will not ask for something depending on where I am. If there's a lot of people around, I won't ask for it. But if it's just me and the person, I'll have no problem asking the person. But if there's a lot of other people who I don't know, if I know the people, I have no problem. But if it's strangers and there's a lot of strangers around, I probably would be a bit more, I don't know, a bit shy about asking. I think that's me personally.
So about Shark.
What do you mean by the term hard-faced?
Well, there's a load of people about, and there's some scrap. Do you have a problem at going and taking that scrap in front of everyone else?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's like I was at a railway station a while back, and there was a skip there.
Here we go, this story again.
I was waiting for somebody. I saw a skip. I saw something in it. I didn't care who was watching me. I went in it and got the stuff out. Even the guy I was waiting for was embarrassed. He stood there like this. I'm not with you.
This is my point. You see, I don't know the area. I don't know who owns the skips. I don't know what the rules are in that place. So again, I don't want to be the one that gets on the news. I think Irishman caught it robbing in skip in the UK. Next thing I have to live with Ian Matthews in his shed for the next, because I can't come back to Ireland because all the newspapers will have it in the front page. Again, if I walk by a skip and it's in someone's house, I'm not going to poke my head in it because it's on private property. If I'm walking along the street and I find something on the street, I'll pick it up if it's worth my time. I won't pick up a fridge or a washing machine, but if I've seen laptops or computers, straight away I just pick them up and put them in the car.
So if you see something on somebody's drive, not on the front, would you go and knock on the door and say, "Hey, can I have that? Is it scrap?"
Probably not, because I don't do it as a living. If I was doing it as a living, I probably
would. But I don't do it as a living. But
I'm saying that's me personally. I probably.
I'm driving to and from work, and if I see something, over here we've got a term for it. It's called brass necked. You brass neck. It's like you go up and say, well, can I have that? You know,
Yeah, no, I'd ask people I know, like, would say, I've electricians I've known, I've asked them no problem. I say, any scrap you get, that you're like, I know most of them hold on to the scrap wire, but I say to them, any trip switches or any of that sort of stuff that you usually wouldn't, you just throw out, I'll take them. And they say to me, what do you take them for? And I go, well, there's a little bit of silver in there, very tiny bit of silver. And I said, there's a lot of work to get that little bit of silver, but it's something I want to do. And 9 out of 10 times they'll give me them trip switches now.
Yeah.
Again, plumbers. I know a few plumbers, and some of them will keep the brass and stuff. And other folks are so busy they don't have time to. And sometimes people say to them, "Oh, will you take that tap away that you just have to replace them?" And a lot of the time, a lot of these boys just throw in the nearest skip the country because they don't have the time. I'll take the brass taps and stuff off them.
Yeah,
but,
I like the terminology that that Marty from Scrap Kingdom threw out. It's like you for the dream. It's like there it is. No matter how mucky, in it, get it. It's money.
Again, now that comes down to, if I look into a skip and it's full of crap and I have to go digging through shit to get to it, I won't dig through shit to get to it. If it's something that's up near the top and it's like, we'd say something like copper wire or whatever, or copper tubing, perfect. But if I just pull out dirty nappies and shit like that to get to it, no way. It's not worth it to me.
I'm reading the comments here, which is interesting. You've got a couple of themes. One talking about what we're saying, and then you've got both talk about people who expensive collectible computers that they go, oh, we don't know, look at that, it's crap, that, get rid of it. So that's like the old guy's shed that I'm pretty sure he's got an Apple board in there, and I've just got to identify it. So I know this guy, right? Well, I don't know, he's dead now. The old guy's shed I used to clear out, who he bought every computer that ever came out. Started off with the ZX Spectrum. Everyone. So there's got to be an Apple in there. There's got to be.
Yeah, but again, it depends. The value of it is going to be on the condition of it. It's like I seen on Scrap Chat, was it, or one of them other Facebook pages, the guy had found a Sony Walkman. And he said, oh, I'm glad I didn't scrap this out. They're going for 600 quid on eBay. And as one person pointed out, 600 quid in perfect condition, and your one doesn't look like it's perfect condition because it's all scratched up and everything, you might get 20 quid for it. Just because something went for 600 quid doesn't mean your one is worth 600 quid.
That's true.
It's all, in that sort of vintage stuff, it's all on condition. Is it scratched up? Is it discolored? Is it working? All that sort of stuff will increase the value. And again, someone might say, oh, that's, I've seen one of them Apple computers going for 1,000 quid on eBay. But that might be one perfect condition. Your one might go for 20 quid. It all depends on condition.
This is true.
Yeah. What are you drinking there, Mr. Matthews?
Whites and Mackay.
Oh, Scottish. There's an apple from Sharky. Is it? Oh no, CBN or C.
This is what Board Sort was talking about.
Okay.
They rescued.
Oh, I brought one of them up the other day.
But again, that's the other side of it. If you break something up and smash it up and you just do it for scrap value, but if you never knew what the value of it was, you're not going to be disappointed anyhow because you've just broken up something and whatever. But it's only afterwards, if you've seen that and you've seen, oh, that goes for 10,000 quid, then how sick would you feel?
As sick as I felt when I started this YouTube business and found out there was gold in all the stuff that I was just throwing in the shred.
Or it could be as sick as having a Bitcoin on a hard drive somewhere. Could be sick.
Oh no! Shh. It's dropped. Bitcoin's dropped, so I feel so much better.
Hey, Ian, to the original question about feeling uncomfortable asking for scrap or would you stop for a skip? I was driving past one of our local police stations and regional jails, and there was a skip out front, and I saw a couple of ACRs and a bunch of metal shelving, and I just pulled right in and started throwing in at back of the sheriff mobile. And this police officer comes walking out, and he walks over to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm recycling. I'm a shark scrapper. I got a small recycling yard here, just making sure this gets recycled." He says, "Oh, well, wait a minute." And he goes in and he brings out some more stuff.
Yeah, well, that's something that I could be missing out on by not having a brass nick, as Ian said. I could be walking by somewhere, and if I had a brass nick and went in and picked up something, and then this guy goes, "Oh, well, I have thousands of them things back here, and no one will get rid of it for me."
The whole point is, most people have now cottoned on to they don't want things going into landfill, right? But they can't be arsed taking it to the recycling centre themselves. They're more than happy to give it to you.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, there are some who think, "Oh, this has got a big value." No, you're not having it. You know, we all know it's like high volume, low margin.
Yes.
But most people are like, "Yeah, you can have it. Hey, you're making room in my skip, so I can get more in." Businesses especially pay by weight to get rid of the rubbish.
Yep.
So they're more than happy for you to take stuff out the skip. Stuff that they think isn't worth anything. They wouldn't have thrown it in the first place. It's like, I've just found, it's in a video which I'm not uploading, I don't think. But I found a new company, and they recycle, I'll get an older one. It kind of recycles something, and everyone has like this on the front, and it's a roller blind. Okay, this is just what's left of it. So they've got it's a yard long, a meter long. So they've got this big aluminium tube, spring inside, and it's a roller blind. It goes up and down. The curtains get damaged. So they replace the roller blind. They take the whole roller blind and the skip and the curtain and throw it in the skip, put a new one on. I come across this. I said, "Do you mind if I have these?" He said, not a problem. Take as many as you want, because the more you take out that skip, the cheaper it is for us, and the more we can put back in it. So Stanley knife, strip off the curtain. I had to do a bit of figuring out how to cut them apart. There's a big spring, and what you get classed as alloy cuts, very clean aluminium. Currently, for me, that's like £1,100 a ton. So when I figured it out, it was like cut it off there, pull straight off the end. But I can bring home 40 of them a week, you know.
And how many
Ian, there's only one problem with your math. There's only 2,000 pounds in a ton.
2,000. No, 1,100 English pounds per ton.
You means as in money wise?
Money wise.
Just call them squids.
1,100 squids. 1,100 squids.
Okay, there you go.
What would that be? $1,400. $1,400 to a ton of them.
Well, here's another point I want to do about when you make contact with certain people or whatever. Like I would say that e-waste that I picked up from a guy, and I had to take it away, and I got, I think it was 7 or 8 pallets. Sometimes you end up with stuff you can't get rid of. Like inside of that was boxes of these pouches and stuff. So I'm going to have to go and get rid of these myself now. And how am I going to do that? Probably into the recycling bins or something like that, because again, they're for old mobile phones or something. He used to sell them. Let me make it bigger for everyone to see. So they used to, it was a little pouch, you put your mobile phone in, and you could put it, there was a belt or whatever, and you put it around yourself and kept your phone safe. But he had inside of all them pallets of e-waste, there was boxes and boxes of that stuff. So again, I had to take it because it was take the lot or take nothing. That was the kind of deal that was done. So
Yeah,
then you have to dispose of that stuff yourself.
You don't, because the Poundland in the UK, you contact them and you say you've got all this stuff, and they'll say, well, we'll give you 50 pence each. They're interested in the fact that they've doubled the money. They're sticking it on their shelves at a pound.
Oh yeah, but again, in Ireland, I don't have a Poundland. You know, so I have boxes and boxes of them. I have boxes of these, which are like for the old PlayStation, so that you put your PlayStation stand in. Sorry about the green screen. Did you put your PlayStation, the old PlayStation 2s, was it, or something? A stabilizer for them. So boxes of them that I can't get rid of. They're just pure plastic. So stuff like that. Sometimes there's a downside to collecting a lot of stuff. Especially for me, I can't say to a book, oh, I want to pick that, I want to pick that. It was take the lot or take nothing.
You got to check it all if you don't.
I want to say hi to a few people that come in, because I'm ignoring them. Park Nest was in, Raphael Scrapper, Abeleski, Mike Dando. Let me see, was there anyone else I missed coming in there? Raphael Scrapper. That's it, yeah. So those guys, welcome in. If you want to join in the conversation, there is a link there.
Park Nest did a video driving around the other night. It was more like a compilation of several nights driving. Oh my God, I was splitting my sides laughing, especially when when this little red car cut them up and his missus come out with an outburst.
I'll have to check that out. I didn't see that.
So Park Nest, you well chuffed me up with that one. Now, and Park Nest himself made some driving errors. We all make driving errors, don't we?
Of course we do.
And he's going like, oh, that could be a personal error or something. And they're like, no. When you try to overtake someone on a park car on a narrow road and something's coming and you're overtaking, no, that's your error. No, I could have made a personal error. But we all do. We all make driving decisions that sometimes don't work out right.
I have often said to myself, yeah, that probably wasn't the brightest maneuver.
Yeah.
Many a time.
But I find if you shout louder than the person that then they think, hold on, was it me that made the mistake? You know? So you just keep shouting at him. You think it was him that made the mistake.
When I lived in Memphis, we had an ice storm, and I came onto a ramp a little bit too fast, and the car started spinning. Around the second, third spin, I consciously said to myself, oh, this is going to hurt so bad. But fortunately, all I did was slide into the grass on the side of the road and came to a stop. Nobody ran into me. Turned around. I was pointed in the wrong direction, so kind of got turned around and got back up on the road again.
Oh, look at Kate. Damn.
No, never happened.
Yeah, never happened.
Never happened. See, he was a driver for profession. So like he never made a mistake. He never cut anyone off with his truck. He never
but he'll admit to
down with his truck. Never. Never stayed out in the fast lane when he should have been in the lane inside. Never. Truck drivers never make a mistake. Do you know why? They have a bigger vehicle than you, so it's your fault. 40,000 pound unseen.
I'm just listening to Mike stack up he's going $100, $200, $300.
Yeah, you wish. I wish. That's the last one. That's it.
So how many do you have in total?
4. That'll probably be
$4. Wow.
And the rest are going in scrap, is it?
Well, let's see here. Now I gotta count. 1, 2. Can somebody count all those lines for me?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, see that, like, for a sports art, sometimes you make mistakes, you buy stuff you shouldn't buy. So for him, like, it's a buying business. So he might see scrap and stuff like that and
Hey,
buy it.
Ian,
And end
does
up
the
losing
bent
on it.
does the bent pinky count as 1, or does that only count as 3/4, or what?
The twisted one. Look at the state of that.
Well, when I was a little lad, I had a propensity, if that's the word. Propensity. Oh, that's nice. Of sticking my finger up my nose. Like that. And my dad used to always hit me on the elbow. Like that.
That's how many I have.
64 processors.
Hey, at least he didn't hit you up like that, so you shoved your pinky up into your brain.
It's true, but you know, all that going up like that, as a youngster, your bones are not, you know, quite set. Just meant ended up with, you know, a little bend on the, you know, all the time. I used to do it a lot. It was like, you know.
Matthews, some people will actually believe that story.
It's true. It's actually true. Cross me out. Hope to die. Should I ever tell a lie? You know.
There's another item.
Careful now.
E-waste scrap. I actually pawned one of them off to another person. He may have one in the shed there somewhere.
Hey, bush dog scrapper. Hello.
Bush dog scrapper.
Hey,
Well, they
Bush
were
Dog, how's it going?
Did you test that out, just Ian? Did you test out that
This
item
one?
Well, then obviously you didn't. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't test it out. I want to know, does it work on the new iPhones, or is it just because if it works on the new iPhones, I could sell them on eBay. But
How long have I had it?
you've only have it a month and a bit.
I will try it out. I promise. Oh no!
Oh my God! Alcohol abuse. Alcohol abuse.
I've spilled my whiskey.
You'd see Matthews go down now licking the booth. 8-10 once again.
I'm trying to knock the whiskey. I'm trying to knock the whiskey out my keyboard. What, you don't believe me?
No, I believe you.
See, it works. See. God, keyboard. Look at that keyboard.
I'm just surprised that you're not sucking the whiskey out of the keyboard.
Yeah, so am I.
It might happen yet.
See that comment you put up, Matthews? Was that by accident or was that? So hammering the keyboard made it make a comment.
Tragedy. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to make the best out of a bad deal and say alcohol is a cleaning agent. So if I take a cloth, I can start cleaning my keyboard.
Careful. You get a clean spot, you got to keep going.
I've noticed a few scrappers have been moving house lately. I was watching a few scrap videos, and I think it was I forget the name of the two scrap, but there was two scrapper guys, and they're moving house. Are all the scrappers just moving house at the moment in America? Do you move for the winter or something? It's like the birds going somewhere else.
Well, sometimes you get bored. You got to move around, you know.
I'm afraid all I've got on my computer screen now is a chat. I can hear you. I've nothing at the bottom. I've no icons at the bottom. I've no icons at the top. How did you get out of this?
Take your camera down and show us what you're looking at, so we might be able to help you.
Can you actually see this? Can you see this?
If he makes you bigger.
Can you see it?
Hold on, I'm making it bigger. Hold on. Don't move yet, Dean. Don't move. Okay. So
right.
All he has is chat.
All I've got is chat. I've got no icons across the top.
F11.
I've got no icons across the bottom.
Yeah, but what about the 3 dots up in the top corner on your there? See them 3 dots? No, down from that. No, the 3 dot down again. Them ones.
Go to channel.
No. That wasn't what you were meant to do.
Hang on, something's happening.
That's what
hey! 3.3. Wow, 3.38 subscribers.
If that was only 3.3 million, it would be something.
Right, I couldn't have done that without your help. Thank you. I'm a dinosaur. Moo. What do you mean moo? You don't know what dinosaurs made.
Jeanette Pickering came in, by the way. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome in. And
Hello,
Grasshopper
Jeanette.
Farmer. Tim is in as well.
Oh, Jeanette.
You know, I'll put you back down smaller now, Mr. Matthews. There you go. You're back to normal.
It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to go in and shower and call it a neat. A neat.
What were you working on today in the shed while we have you? What were you working on today? What can we look forward to seeing in the video?
Making space.
Right. Tell us something we might believe.
Making space.
Making space.
Hold on a second now. Let me make that bigger again. Is that a window up there behind you? No, it's not. It's actually shelving.
No,
that's a green screen.
Yeah, so that's a green screen.
Green screen. That's a green screen.
Ian, you might as well be trying to refine inobtainium as well as
it's a green screen. No. I'm there. You wouldn't
Look,
believe.
as Kuzmate said, you're making space and filling it again. Again, you have a lot of stuff coming in now. You have your fire extinguishers coming in. You have your electrician contact giving you stuff. You have obviously this blind guy now. Blind, can't see the guy that hangs blinds. You made a contact with him now, and he's going to be giving you stuff. So, are you going to have to get a bigger shed?
No. Wait. No. I'll have to stop scrapping. Hey, hello, Ralph. Ralph.
Hold on now. Stop.
Hello, Ralph.
That's impossibility for a guy that likes scrapping, like me generally as well. I can't stop. I'm never going to get rich from it, but I can't stop it because I like doing it now. And it's something I like doing, same as yourself. Come on, Matt. You're never going to stop scrapping.
Yeah, it's not about the money.
Yeah, it's the fun.
It isn't about the money. You know, I will spend hours stripping something that pays. You know, I'll spend 4 hours stripping something that pays $10, and you think, why? Well, I don't know. That's part of me. I brought it home. I have to break it down to its tiniest components. It's OCD. It's not about scrapping for business. I can't describe it in any other words. OCD. Oh, autism. I'm autistic.
Well, it's like the guy who likes playing golf every day. He's not, you know, it's something you like doing, so you're going to do it. It's a hobby. It's for me and you. It's a business for other people like Shark or AUS Mike or whatever. But for me and you, it's just it's a hobby. We like doing it.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest here. It might upset a few people. There's no way I could keep taking electronic components apart. Day after day, computer after computer, laptop after computer, day after day, the same thing. No, I couldn't do that.
Well, that's very understandable. I mean, I like to mix things up too. That's why I always keep a stash of weird things in the shark cage. So, you know, when I get bored taking computers apart, I got something else there that I can give my mind a little something else to deal with.
I'll temper that with the fact that I don't have to. If it's your job, bloody hell, I go to work every day and I do the same thing day after day after day. It's different day, same shit. Different shit.
Could be the same shit, different day though. If you
but I'm being paid to do it, so that's different. So you're being paid, that's your job. So yeah, you have a different kind of mental look at it.
Well, it's money. It's money to them when they're going through the stuff. it's money. Every time they strip a computer, it's money. Every time, whatever, it's done. It's money. It's more cash in the bank.
I'll go work Monday, Tuesday, fine. Wednesday, the guy will turn up with 50, 60 fire extinguishers. My heart drops a little bit when he does that. It's like, I know I have to deal with them that night. You know.
There's a message there for e-waste, Mike.
I'm busy.
Well, Ordsort said they're CPU chips, not potato chips.
I don't have time for him.
So if anybody wants a graphics card, I have one. Just put it up on eBay.
What graphics card is it?
AMD Radeon RX 560DE.
And is it fully working or is it not tested?
Well,
He don't know.
I didn't test it, but
Sort of how much money would be asking for that?
I put it on eBay for $35.
God, make me bigger, make me bigger. So I've got $35 sitting there.
Could be.
Could be.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Nope, not that one.
Damn. Why is yours worth more than mine?
Because his is newer and yours is older.
Yeah, it's similar colour. It's got same holes.
And we're in the US, and we're in the US, and you're not.
Oh, right. He's got. I've got a round hole.
Love you, Ralph.
Oh, right. Okay, not with it. With fuck all.
Yeah, well, there's the downside to selling on eBay.
Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy selling on eBay either.
Yeah, because you get the guy who gets something and he says it's not working, and eBay will give him back his money, and you don't get your money, and you have to refund him, but you don't get the product back either a lot of the time.
I would have sent BoardSort back a bunch of used Kotex.
No, there's no video about that. By the way.
No, anyhow, Scrap It Ralph, welcome to the panel. I didn't get a chance to say welcome yet.
Ralph has no audio.
No audio, Ralph.
Ralph.
Don't forget, Ralph, when you come up, you have to go, can you hear me now? No, still can't hear you.
If you guys ever want to send BoardSort something, take VHS tapes and unravel them and just send them the tape. He loves that shit.
Oh, for what? For packing
The
it.
more the better. Yep, he loves that shit.
Good tip here, Mike.
I think that just earned you a $10 fine, Mike.
Still no sound.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yes, we can.
Yay! Finale.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like Ian, kind of. I scrap less and I try to take less. And of course, when I'm finally getting stuff sorted in my apartment and my basement, I run into someone during work last Friday. And I was talking about my melting because I set the washing machine on a test cycle, and I said, well, now we're going to have to wait. So then I have time to promote my YouTube channel. And I talk about my melting and casting stuff. Oh, very interesting, yeah. Yeah, and I usually get it from like old electronics and old stuff. Oh, I have some old electronics that you could take. I thought, okay, fine, I'll take some of these electronics. I used to work at a computer store. Really? Well, I can get you like 40, maybe 50 computers. I said, well, interesting. Thank you. There's about 30 or 35 of them are laptops. But yeah, I'm gonna get quite a bunch of scrap.
Yeah, that's good if you make a contact like that, because again, you will. Well, we say you end up getting 30 laptops, but you'll also get PCs with boards and graphics cards and stuff like that. So you'll pick up some nice stuff as well.
And he said that most of the stuff isn't even that old, so I might actually be able to to fix some of them or to see if they work, or they probably work, and maybe sell them. I even gave me a DVD, a Blu-ray player that still works. Where did I put the thing?
Blu-ray player.
I think I put it next to my
Blu-ray
stereo.
players anymore.
A Blu-ray player, yeah.
But who
Not
uses
that many people still use those, but
I was trying to fix my laptop the other day. One of the valves had gone. Not easy to get hold of.
Again, some of them are worth money. You see people selling them for nice money if they're working for old electronics that people still use. What were you spraying for, by the way, Ian? Did you let one go?
A fly. Believe it or not.
I think you sprayed enough stuff there to kill yourself. Never mind a fly.
Right. We're infested with flies. Right, now it's middle of November. There shouldn't be any flies about.
Yeah, but it's very mild at the moment.
yeah.
No, it's too cold for flies over here.
Well, obviously not. You got 'em.
It's 13
Ah,
degrees
well,
Celsius.
We're not talking about one or two flies. We're talking about middle of summer flies. And it's like, why? So on the local, I live in might as well call it a village. I live in a village. And the local Facebook group for the village, to cut a long story short, apparently there's a farm close by that is generating these flies. So maybe they're growing mushrooms. I don't know. You throw shit on seeds, don't you, in the dark? Or they're doing something that's generating lots of flies. It's too cold for flies at the moment.
Well,
Yeah, you
there's some
keep saying that, but you have flies, so it's not too cold for flies.
flies.
Not if they're breeding in a warm environment with plenty of food.
Yeah, but at the moment, it's been the hottest November on record so far.
It's too cold for flies.
It's not. It's 13 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
At night. 13 degrees Celsius at night.
Oopsie.
That was close. That was close. That was like a mini scrapple lunch.
Hey, at least it wasn't the rest of the whiskey.
Yeah. Look at this.
At least it
my
worked. The
console setup broke, or at least it started to fall apart. Let's see. That's the back side of it. I crammed so much stuff in there. Come on, focus. I crammed so much stuff in there that it started to collapse. So I got a different whatchamacallem? One of these. So, and I set a large portion of my consoles on there.
Nice.
And now I have to connect them all.
Even nicer.
No, look at that. Everything. Oh, look at all them PlayStations. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, all of
4,
them. Right. So yeah, this is in the back, and I'm gonna have to get all the cables connected and crawl under there and manage all these cables to try to get everything connected.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I stand here. Hang on, I stand here. Where's my feet?
Oh, David's in. Hello, David.
There's my feet facing you lot. Okay. So what happened?
Vomit Express.
All that lots fell over. But that's not the worry. The worry is that kept everything else in its place.
Oh.
Been
nice knowing you.
There's a real danger there, actually. Real danger.
Why can I not get?
The whole thing could just come down.
We're going to see Ian's face shoved up against the computer screen or the camera when that wall of scrap pins him against his computer.
I just realized something. I haven't had dinner yet. I haven't had. Yeah, that too. Shame on you, Shark. I haven't had dinner yet.
No, right. Anyway, I ain't
10 o'clock.
And I ain't had my shower, and it's 9:15. So I'm going to say ta-ra, folks.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, folks off YouTube.
Still a black. Ta-ra, ta-ra.
Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da for now. Gents, been lovely speaking tonight. Really has. So
As always, Dean, appreciate you giving up your time to come up and talk to us.
I just
Yes.
You haven't got that. You see, he was
I'm
getting to a
quickly
stage
turn
now
on the oven.
where
I'll
he's
be
getting,
back.
his channel is getting bigger, and he's deciding whether he'll still talk to us smaller channels.
What's
So
getting bigger?
anytime it comes up, it's appreciated.
13,000 now.
Yeah.
I've gained 1,000 subscribers in less than a month.
And how many of them came from your review of the grinder?
I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Quite a few.
Most of them, I assume.
Well, no, but if you go into your analytics, it'll tell you how many new subscribers you got from that video.
Okay, well, okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know.
We're not even using their glass now, are we?
I never use a glass. I have to wash those. I drink from the bottle. But then again, I drink cherry cola.
I drink out of the can.
It's because you're
Driving out the can.
right. I'm going. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone in chat. I'll catch you later anyway.
Yeah, no problem, Ian. Take it easy, and I'm sure you'll have a video out at some stage later tonight. No.
Bye, Ian.
There, Ian.
Maybe. Maybe. It's a bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing. I'm going. Ta-ra. I can't go. There's no buttons to press to go.
What do you
Press
mean?
F11.
F11.
Ian, here's how you do it. Look.
F11.
Uh,
Right. F11. You got any better ideas, Ralph?
look at Ian. Ian, take your camera out again. Point it at the screen. I'll tell you what to do.
Mike didn't have enough gigabibbles.
No, having said that, it's things have changed now. I've got an X at the bottom.
Okay, there you go.
Leave X.
Get out, you scumbag. and Mike has left as well. So Mike, oh wait, Mike is back.
He'll be back.
I was going to say, if Mike isn't coming back, I was going to say thanks for being there. But he's back. Hey, by the way, David Young came in. David Young, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, so
Where'd Ian go?
where did Ian go? He just found where his
Okay.
X was. He found where the X was. But,
He finally figured out how to make it work.
Right.
Shark, tell me this. Is the Christmas tree the only Christmas decorations up, or are the outside decorations done as well?
Haven't started outside yet.
Okay, so the neighbors haven't copped on that you're insane.
No, they've known I'm insane for a long time. So that's not an issue.
The man pretends he's a shark. So, yeah.
Yeah, the neighbors haven't said, "Oh, that crazy person across the road has his decorations up a month early."
Have I showed you this?
Oh,
I
look,
have an e-waste mic pillow.
look at that.
I'm so happy.
Do you say every night to that pillow, "I love you, Mike"?
Yeah, and then I say good night, and then I lay on it.
Oh, look what's
Oh,
here.
see, Mike also has one. Should have one with my face on it, going like.
Oh, Jesus.
Irish, you may want to put the both of them in the basement so they can have a moment together.
I know, but they might make a mess in the basement. I don't want to clean up that later.
Oh yeah.
Clean up on aisle 4. Clean up on aisle 4.
You go.
He's down the basement waiting for you. He's down there waiting for you. He's taking off all his clothes. I can't bring him up. Oh, the two of them are down there now in the basement. I better bring them. He just got his top on in time.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Jeez, you're looking a bit sweaty there, boys.
What happened?
What happened?
I'm lightheaded.
So, Ralph, what was your day like today? Did you do any scrapping out or any?
I did not do any scrapping.
Any videos or anything? No.
Yesterday, I started taking stuff from my basement that I wanted to take to my mom's place, where the garage is, to cut into tiny pieces ready for scrapyard. Mostly steel and big aluminium framing and stuff that I just found during work and put in my basement. And I actually have room in my basement again, and I took out a lot of empty boxes and got rid of those, so that those take up a lot of space. And then I found some stuff related to the consoles that I still had there. And then I thought it's really time to get rid of the old setup, which is all falling apart. And then I started working on that, and that was Saturday basically. And this morning I took the filled up car to Mom's place, and I went to a friend, picked up a dryer that was broken. So took that. That's now in the garage waiting to be taken apart. And then I got some wood that I needed for the backside of this new cupboard that I'm now using. We have been working on that and got the console set up and need to fix the cables. And then you went live, and I thought I'll just keep going for at least another hour. I'll probably have this done by then. Well, I'm not even halfway. So no scrapping, no casting, just messing around in my basement and in my living room. But there's progress.
Well, I have a couple of days coming off this week, and I plan on sending these out.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I need a couple of those.
Yeah, so I plan on sending all that stuff out because I'm off. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm working Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'll definitely get them posted out to you this week, and
cool.
A few more bits and pieces there for you. The holders that you wanted, and the extenders for the PlayStation controls and stuff like that. So
yes, those I do need.
Hopefully, no, it takes a while. I know. Last time I sent you something, it took nearly 2-3 weeks for it to come to you, whatever it is.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
Irish, is that a bank holiday, or is it you just taking some days off?
I'm just taking some days. I'm owed holidays that I haven't taken yet, and I have to take so many of them before the year is out, or I lose them. So
yeah,
that sort of way. So I'm taking 3 of them this week, anyhow. And that should get me through. I still have days to carry over into next year, but it's not too bad. I'll lose these 3 if I don't take them, so I'm just going to take them this week. So like I said, I'll get a bit of scrapping done. I get a bit of tidying up done around the house that he's doing, and get that stuff posted out. I have stickers to post out. The people that have asked for stickers and stuff like that. So hopefully this week I can get all that sorted. That's the plan anyhow. Or I could do like what I do most times when I go on holidays, not get out of bed till 12 o'clock in the day and sit around and watch Netflix for the day then.
I actually set my alarm today and yesterday, and I was out of bed just before 11. And usually I'm in bed until like 1, so I had 2 hours extra to do stuff, and that actually got me to actually do stuff. There's actually some progress this weekend.
Yeah, well, my plan is when I'm off is I'm going to let my alarm go as normal. So my alarm goes for 6:30 in the morning. So I'm going to let it go as normal. So it'll go off at 6:30. So then the killer will be, will I hit the snooze button or will I actually get up?
Yeah. I hit the snooze button like 12 times and then I get up.
Yeah.
And the problem is, if I do that in the weekend, I start doing that during the week as well. And then things go wrong.
Poosmate had to sell 5 days.
I felt like shark last night with the bed at 7:30.
Oh, that was an early night. Parknest has put a link there. I don't know what it's for. So what's that link for, Parknest?
No, it's not a Pornhub link. I know all those.
My chat is on the YouTube side. It's gone very slow. The link hasn't even appeared up on my side yet. I don't know what that link is for. Who came in? Oh, Anfield Road came in. Hey, Anfield Road, welcome in. Anyone click on that link and tell me what it is, because my YouTube side is just playing up, so I can't see what that link is for.
We ain't clicking on
it. I'm not clicking on it.
All right.
There's no telling what he sent us a link for.
Hey, look what I found in the trash yesterday. Well, I didn't find it, but somebody gave me a bunch of computer crap, and I was gonna go and order a keyboard yesterday, and look, I got one of them lady ones.
Oh, that's cool.
They threw it away.
Oh, the gaming keyboard.
It's a good one too. That's
Yeah,
the same.
Corsair.
Corsair,
Yeah.
yeah, Corsair is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that computer I found in when I bought that 10,000 pounds of shit. The computer I have in the garage. That's what that is. Corsair. So I got a lighty thing now I can sit here and play with.
Yeah, I'm still having a lot of trouble with this keyboard because it's a standard keyboard, just a little bit smaller than my last one. So my fingers keep going to the wrong place. And I have a hard time finding the F and the J key because the little, they put the little nubble in there so you can know where you are on the keyboard. And I can barely feel it. So
Here,
it's all screwed up.
there's the F key.
Oh, I see what that video is
And
now.
here's the U, and here's the U key right here.
Yeah.
That video is the video of Ian Matthews falling off his chair.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's what the video is too. It's the video of Ian Matthews falling off his chair.
Poor Ian.
And everyone's gone over now to have a look at that video of Ian Matthews falling off his chair. But yeah, that was quite funny. What? Look at all them.
So
bits.
yeah, some people can buy the little chocolate candies with booze inside of them. Now you can go to Ian's place and buy a keyboard with booze inside of it.
Yeah. Sharky has fingers like bananas. What the heck?
It just keeps repeating. Lol.
Yeah, it's on a loop. The way he just falls back in the face on him. The face on everyone on the panel when it happens. So Shark,
Savage, welcome to the party.
so what have you been up to this week, Shark? Anything besides putting up Christmas decorations 1 month early?
Yeah, just all kinds of, the usual kind of stuff. I got a hoarder house that I'm working on, so there's a lot of visits going back to that place. The usual pickups that come along, and then trying to squeeze in time to actually break down computers and stuff in there too. So just a typical busy week.
Okay, and have you made like as stuff is building up? Have you made a decision sometimes just to throw something out that you would have liked to scrap, but instead of that you've just brought it in for, look at the face on them. No, but I'm sure it's getting to a stage now for you that you're getting so busy. There's certain stuff that you would have scrapped out a year ago. Now you don't bother scrapping out anymore.
I guess right now the best way to characterize it is that there are things that I'm selling at a lower value because I'm not processing them as much as I would have.
Yeah. That's my point. That you're not getting the full value of the item that you would have, but because of the time involved, it's more valuable to get rid of it at a lower value and get something moved on to that's higher value for you.
Yeah, to a certain extent. Fortunately, I haven't gotten in extremis when it comes to space, so I still have some space, and I've been managing to keep up, kind of, a little bit. So
you find it harder to do everything on YouTube you used to as well, because I find it harder to watch everyone's videos that I used to watch for a start, because it's just I'm busier at work, and then I'm trying to clear a lot of scrap that I built up, and where I used to bother too much with, like we'd say, the wire and stuff. Now I've decided I'm going to start stripping a lot of that stuff if it's worth stripping and stuff like that I used to do, and that gives me less time for YouTube. But I'm going to sort that out by putting internet in my shed, so I'll be able to watch YouTube videos while I'm doing it. So that should solve that problem for me. But,
yeah, I mean, I listen sometimes. So I found this big boombox thing that has a Bluetooth connection, so I can sync up my phone, and then I can go on YouTube, put it on autoplay, and let it cycle through the channels that I subscribe to. So I'm kind of listening to more folks than I am actually watching some folks.
Yeah, but the downside of that is you don't get the chance to give them the thumbs up. Then you see.
Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. But at least they're getting the watch time. And if they say something that I find interesting, I can go take a look at it. So
yeah, the good thing is if it's someone that you usually used to give the thumbs down to. At least they're missing out on that now.
And then the other thing is that because all the scrapping gets done at the shark cage, and I don't bring any scrapping home anymore. When I get home at the end of the day, if I'm not doing admin or editing my own videos or something like that, then I have some time to catch up on some videos.
That'd be nice. Might be nice for Electronic Scrapper. He's going into a hoarder.
Oh yeah.
Which are the basement of old computers. Now that would be interesting to see what you find in that. You know?
Well, and this hoarder house that I'm working, I'm hopeful. The reason why I'm being so diligent to get rid of the low value stuff is because when I went in there to look at it the first time, each wall of the garage was stacked from floor to ceiling with old electronics. And some really nice old PCs. So the rub here is that the person who was the hoarder is now in a hospice care, and the sister there are some things where she said, yeah, just make this go away. There's other things where she's still hopeful that her brother's going to make it, so she doesn't want to get rid of everything. So we're sort of kind of, going along at a slow pace right now.
Hey, Free King, I like that bit of writing you've done there. Scrapping Irish at Scrapping Irish.
Yeah.
I looked first and I go, what? As he wrote there. And then I said, oh, yes, now I see. Actually, I watch Mike at night because it takes so long to get around to uploading the video from the morning.
And then, of course, if Mike would stop calling me during the day and wasting my time, I'd be able to get a lot more done too.
Poor old Mike is getting picked on from you and board.
You see how easy it is to ignore both of these idiots?
Yeah.
Very simple. Very simple. I was going to send these to Chris, and now I think I'm just going to put them in acid and get the gold off of them. I think there's some moron in Ireland that does shit like that.
Put them up on eBay, and some moron in Ireland will buy them off you.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just get a hold of him direct.
Yeah. Just contact us. Send him an email. I'm sure he'll buy them off you.
Yeah, but Mike, the problem is he only pays in squids.
I know. I mean, I like seafood, but I never had no squid.
Squid is not bad, but if you eat too much of it, it gets all wiggly in your face.
Oh, that sounds like an old girlfriend of mine.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna check the oven.
That'd be nice.
Why? You put an old girlfriend in the oven?
Right.
No, I'm gonna see if it reached the temperature so I can put my pizza in.
Man, I'm a little worried.
There's no correlation between the two. I just needed an excuse to go check.
Look at that. I drank me some orgasmic iced tea. And then Ralph came up here dry humping my pillow. Oh, well. I didn't think he'd get that pillow. I had no faith in that one.
Chicken barbecue.
If I see where Elon Musk came out and said that if things don't improve for Twitter, they'll be gone bankrupt next year. Could be a lot of data centers with a lot of stuff being clearing out. That's what I'm looking at. If they go bankrupt, we want to start finding out where these Twitter data centers are. There's 2 of them in Ireland, I think. So I must make contact with security guards on in places.
Yeah, there you go.
I want Elon Musk to buy Coca-Cola and put the cocaine back in.
Oh, he'll drive Coca-Cola bankrupt too. Oh,
yeah.
God, I said that out loud, didn't I?
Shark, you should put a disclaimer up there for that Christmas tree. That does trigger seizures. I'm just letting you know.
It is a quite nice Christmas tree in all fairness to him now. There's plenty of lights on it.
Yeah, here, wait a minute. Let me try this, see if this makes it any better for Mike. Hang on.
He's going to turn off the lights now, make it even more festive. Look at that.
There you go, Mike. How's that?
Mike, where's Mike? Mike has disappeared to the basement. I think he had a seizure and he had to go to
I
the
had a seizure.
basement.
I had to come back. I'm all right now. That's great.
So the
What
plan
time of
is
day
that
over there
the plan
anyhow?
is that tree is going to be decorated with all marine kind of creatures. So, sharks and turtles and fish and things like that.
So when did you put
The
the tree
tree
up?
of sharks.
When did you put the tree up? Was it last week? This week? When?
Today,
Oh, today was the first day of the tree going up. Okay.
yeah, because I was busy helping Mrs. Shark with all the other trees.
What do you mean all the other trees?
It's what old Florida people do because they're bored.
Mike, 6 trees, 6 Christmas
I shouldn't.
trees.
You know what? I got a friend that lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and she's a young girl. She has like 3 kids. She put 14 trees up in her house last year.
Wow.
And she does. She's all in the holiday. Halloween. She has Halloween trees. I mean, her house is ridiculous every freaking holiday.
Yeah, Christmas is the only holiday that we go nuts around here for. So it's
See, board sore don't even know how to spell. That could be a butt smelly. I don't know. Well, he lives in Ohio. What do you expect? They're not the brightest people down there.
I think Mr. Portsort is doing all right for himself to be running a business where he can make money out of Mike. He's doing well if he can make money out of Mike. You know.
They make money off me because they screw me every time I go down there. They must be feeling guilty though, because now they're showing me the paper where they screwed me at. Oh yeah, look, we screwed you out of 10 things last time. That's all right.
He's an honest thief.
I know, and I started being nice. I quit taking BGAs off, and I'm keeping the slot cards. I'm just taking the fans and the brackets, which is a waste of time because it's only a 10-cent difference. So I don't really think that adds up to much. So I'm giving them premium stuff, and they still screw me over. I don't get it.
But you are also advising people to, when they're sending stuff in, to use old videotape as packing for the items. So,
yeah, I think that's like a 10-pound hit right there.
And all the people I refer to them idiots, they think they'd appreciate it. No, they don't appreciate shit. That's when I go there, I piss all over the bathroom wall. I don't even play with the toilet. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you do that in your own house. So what's wrong with that?
I just piss right here on the floor. I don't even get up. I ain't got time for it. The bathroom's like right there too. I could go like 8 steps and be in the bathroom, but it's too far. Yes, that was me. You better hope I don't have to take a shit one day.
Oh, Mike.
It's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna write Chris's name on the mirror. Asshole.
Oh my
Actually, Chris, that was Rich. You know how he is.
Change the air intake. Bruce is having trouble with her car, and Parkness is trying to help her out.
So she's gonna have more problems.
Oh, Mike. Over revving. It might be the amount of air mix getting into your fuel that's causing it. I used to have a car before, and the air, some valve that reads the amount of air getting in, and I was reading wrong and was putting more air in, and it used to rev up or it used to rev down lower. So might be something like that. Could be simple as a sensor.
I do hear that clicking. What is that?
I do hear that clicking.
Sounds like a fan or something blowing.
I found
That's
it.
yours.
Shark.
Is it
Shark
really
again?
Yeah.
me? Again?
Stop.
This pacemaker.
I thought Shark
No,
had a new
stop.
PC.
Stop now. What did you put your hand on there, Shark?
It's
That's
his
weird.
pacemaker. Did you see what he did? As soon as he went like this and shifted, his pacemaker stopped. That's what it was. It stopped making the noise. The little fan in there blowing, keeping it cool.
Make a mini helicopter under the desk.
Hey Shark, maybe you could do some stupid video of what's inside a pacemaker. You know, like a Ring doorbell. You know, some kind of dumb shit like that.
Oh, come on, Mike. Who do a video like that?
I don't know. Some foreigner.
Some foreigner. Some foreigner. That's why you look at us all. Oh God, these foreigners are on again.
Shark making mini helicopter under the desk. All right, we don't want to see that.
I got both hands right here.
I like what Free King Awesome is doing with all the names. He's doing some really cool names there with his keyboards.
Oh yeah, cool.
Park Nest. He had done
So,
Shark earlier. He had
Weirdly
done
enough, on the on
Down.
my screen on the StreamYard, it's coming up as a bunch of squares, but on the YouTube side, it does show. Oh, now this one is coming up as squares on the YouTube side, but it's okay on the StreamYard side. This is really weird.
You know what's interesting is that there's one component that is the same between the old computer and the new computer, and it's this camera.
So that
maybe-
camera is so old that there's like cogwheels in there that rotate.
No, I'd say it's the microphone is so sensitive it's picking up the actual fan sound.
Yeah, usually webcams have microphones in them as well.
Hmm.
So maybe you need to disable the microphone on the webcam.
Yeah, I can.
Or is
I can-
that the one that you're actually using now?
Well, that's the one I'm using right now. So
Okay. Yeah.
I need to
Hmm.
connect a different microphone. So let's see here.
There's an interesting one. Board sort of saying, what do you think happens to the implants that gets into for cremation? So like titanium.
I actually know
gold
the
teeth.
guy that cleans up afterwards the cremations. He gets rich off of that stuff. All the surgical steel, all the titanium, they gather it all up and they divide it and then they sell it.
And what about gold teeth?
Exactly,
So-
gold teeth, stuff like that. Yeah.
So I told my wife that if I go before she does, to do the same thing that we do when we get the car replaced, and that's check the box that says you want all the repair parts back.
You want everything back.
All right, I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to try to switch out a microphone here.
Okay. It's not making that much noise. It stopped now anyhow. There's no panic like. What is the scrap rate for titanium these days? So we'll see what Board Sort is paying for titanium. So Board Sort is a proper scrapyard as well, Mike. So do you bring any other scrap up to them, or is it just all boards and stuff?
There's nothing proper about board sort.
Well, I would assume that if you have to make the trip all the way over there, you take only the high value stuff so that it's actually
Yeah,
worth
but
it.
if he hadn't a full lorry load or van load of stuff, would he top it up with copper or something like that?
I ain't taking shit to him. That ain't worth at least 50 cents a pound. No, they do buy like shred and copper and brass, and like I sold them a bunch of TV yokes last time I went just to get them out from the. And then I found another bucket full of them down there.
Okay, so you did bring other stuff to him.
Yeah, once in a while, but not too often. He's not that worthy. I'd rather get screwed from my scrapyard here than have to take it all the way down there and get screwed. Probably not even get paid for it this trip. 3 or 4 trips later. Oh yeah, remember that trip from like 2 years ago? It's easier to just get screwed up here. But yeah, they buy all kinds. Like all the ones I have, they're 5 cents a pound. But when I buy them from the scrapyard, I have to buy them, in whatever's in the boxes or the pallets. So if I pay 27 cents a pound, I'm losing my ass.
Yeah, and you don't really want to scrap those because it doesn't get that much more value out of them.
No.
Because the CPUs are usually on the boards. They're kind of like laptop boards, I think.
Yeah. But no, board store buys a shitload of crap.
5 cents a
And if
pound
you go
is
on their
really not worth
website-
it.
Yeah, if you go on their website, they have a big long list of shit. So what they do is they just take that list and they just break that little bit of shit down. So like you'll have one category of something. Well, then they'll take that one category and they'll make 3 more categories out of that same category just to screw with you. So then it looks like they buy a whole lot more shit, but it's actually only the one thing. I actually have all my stuff weighed up. I have it all taken apart, weighed up, priced out, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year or not. One more trip. As a byproduct. Yeah, it's all a byproduct.
How's this? Does this sound any better?
Oh, that's
It sounds like you're inside your jumper. Up your jumper.
It sounds
sounds
like
like-
your
it sounds like
computer is
a-
throwing up.
It sounds like when he had that microphone hooked to his back of his neck the other day.
Okay, how's this?
That's better.
Okay.
I think it was better the other way. Now you can actually hear him. Number one, baby.
Is that the new microphone you're using now, or what microphone are you using now? Oh yes, that one, yeah.
Deity.
The one you were using. Oh,
There it is again.
Did it again. That's
What was it? It's just static.
Just static now?
yeah, it's gone now. It was static there for a minute. Oh, static again. Gone again.
You need to go back to LA and throw that at somebody.
Go back and throw it at somebody. What are you drinking, Mike? Some sort of red blood stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's red blood stuff.
Oh,
You should already
pure
know what
crap.
I'm drinking. I show it to you all the time.
Oh, the stuff in they mix up. Oh yes.
That shit's $30 a freaking that little tub.
Okay, how's this? Is this any better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Sounds good, yeah.
So I've contacted the folks at Deity about the hissing clicking noise when I take the lav mic off. They're probably going to just send me a new unit because it shouldn't do that. When the one that I tested at VidSummit worked fine without the lav mic, but this one has been giving me all kinds of fits whenever I take the lav mic out. So they're probably just going to replace it.
I'm laughing at boards.
I don't have no problem there.
Because he's got the purple pills or the blue pills.
I don't even need that.
Board talk, do you have then I've been processing the I found the recovery rate is an average 22%.
Look, I broke my glasses. I didn't break. Look at that. Screw came out. See that big gap right there?
Oh, I used to hate that back when I was wearing glasses.
Well, it's not even the arm. These here, they hold together from the
Yeah,
bottom.
to hold the glass part
Yeah.
of it.
Garbage now.
Gee, I wonder why they stopped working.
They don't work anyway. They don't work anyway. Really shitty. Some like
I don't know. see you scrapping. There may not be enough in this thing to actually try to scrap it out.
Hey, I know an idiot over in Ireland. He'll scrap it up.
I'd scrap anything out.
I didn't say no names. You're not the only person in Ireland.
I'm not the only idiot in Ireland. Is that what you're about to say?
No, I didn't say that.
Screw in the shed. Yeah, Emath is to get you a screw for them glasses.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has. He'd be there. He'd be saying, "I knew I didn't in 1976 when I put this screw part away. I knew I was going to get a use for it."
It's in that little jar when he first started saving screws, way in the back.
That has since been shattered by all the weight of all the other stuff on top of it, and so now it's all screws and shards of glass. And yeah, I'm thinking that. I mean, this thing is really tiny. You can see that it's like very small. So can you just imagine how tiny the little circuit board is inside of this thing?
I have a comment for that comparison, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Keep them to yourself, Mike. Keep them to yourself.
Yep. Okay. Ralph, what'd you have for dinner, man? I'm hungry.
What?
What'd you have for dinner?
I'm gonna have pizza pretty soon.
That sounds good. Maybe I'll order a
It
pizza.
should be done in a few minutes.
Does it have pineapple on it?
No, not this one.
I can't believe that Ralph actually cooking a pizza and not ordering one in. That's the surprise.
No, I have one in the freezer. There was an offer, and I got a bunch of cheap ones and just put them in the freezer.
Yeah, I got some in the freezer, but I'm gonna order one because I gotta go down to the basement. And no, it's too far.
Every now and then, McDonald's does this thing where they roll back the prices to like 5 cents for a cheeseburger when they first came out. Like,
Oh,
and
really?
people
Wow.
will buy mountains of these things and throw them in the freezer. And it was like, what?
How would that taste? When they heat it? Like,
Why would you
I want
do
the
that?
McRib.
Yeah, McRib.
McRib is the best thing of McDonald's ever had.
I think they're doing away with the McRib in certain places, aren't they? Taking it off the menu in certain places.
Yes, it's not standard. Ralph's gonna have America pizza. Well, this is going to be chicken barbecue, actually.
I had the chicken barbecue pizza earlier. There
Yeah,
you go.
but the brand is called Big Americans, I think. And it's a tiny box. It's kind of funny. They tend to put American on many things over here. Look at this. There's the box.
And this scrapping video has been brought to you by Big Americans.
So yeah, it's not that big, but yeah, they put on Big American. This is really thick pizza though. What did fell
Oh, it's
here?
a deep pan
What's
pizza,
this?
is it?
Did it spell American right?
I think we used to spell it with a K instead of with a C, but that changed at some point.
They just put USA on it if they can't spell it anymore. That's all they do.
It's spelled in the American way.
Yeah, Texan pizza last night.
I had the Texas yesterday or 2 days ago. No, yesterday.
Yeah, see, David Young knew what you had for your dinner yesterday.
Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday, and there's a Texas, there's a California, there's a Hawaii.
Well, the Hawaii has the pineapple on it.
Hawaii has the pineapple, yeah.
And now Rican people are going, no, you can't put pineapple on pizza.
I don't get the hassle. Yeah, either you like it or you don't like it. Quit the hassle about it.
Well, that's kind of the same about a lot of things. You know, it's like
Yes.
people, just because people don't like something, they think everybody should not like something.
Well, Free King Awesome goes, I live in Texas.
I don't like vertical videos. I think vertical videos should be banned.
Ralph, what's on a Texan pizza?
The Texas pizza had like a lot of salami on it and a bit of spicy stuff.
Salami?
Yeah,
Pepperoni? Pepperoni?
Pepperoni. Salami, pepperoni is basically the same thing.
I mean, I could understand a Texas pizza having big old chunks of beef and maybe some jalapenos, but Salami?
No, there's pepperoni pizza basically. I don't know why they give them those names. It's just weird.
Well, I know why they give the Hawaiian pizza their name, but the Texan one.
And the California has a lot of vegetables and mushrooms on it. Also a little bit of ham, I think. Ham and cheese and of course tomato. And then there's a lot of vegetables and mushrooms on it.
Yeah, the California pizza ought to just be loaded with fruits and nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, not going there either.
Wait.
All the opportunities you've been given today at night, Mike, and you're not even taking any of them. On your best behavior. Okay, let's have a look at the
Looks
pizza.
good, Ralph.
It looks good.
Ooh, yummy.
Has chicken, corn, barbecue sauce.
There's one piece that's
cheese.
missing, chicken.
No, it also has the chicken, little bits of chicken.
In bittings, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of chicken there.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch. There's very few on this piece. There's a lot on this piece. Yeah, it happens. Oh, well.
The Bush Dog Scrapper, I think, has to go, but I'm about to finish up as well. So I'm going to just go around quickly and see what everyone's plan for the week. So, Shark Scrapper, what's your plan for the week?
Oh, let's see. Monday is an unboxing. I bought a big old box of boards from somebody, so it's it's kind of an unboxing, but it was a purchase, not a gift unboxing kind of thing. A bunch of board ID kind of stuff. And then Thursday will be a big freaking huge heavy power supply.
Okay. Anyways, Mike, do you want to? Oh, fireman. That's it.
All week. That's what I'm going to do all week. I ain't doing shit. I ain't got nothing to do.
Of course, you have stuff to do. You're making stuff out in your neighbor's shed to scrap out.
That's way over there. It's like 36 degrees here. I ain't going out. My nipples will be hard. It'll be a mess. Just what's going on there. No, I don't know. I might go tinker a little bit, but it's supposed to be cold here all week. So, and we got snow coming in the middle of the week. So, I have no real plans.
Yeah, I like the way in his video he shows the blue sky up and he goes, "Hey Shark, look what I've got! A nice blue sky."
Yeah. The only thing I might do is go send that loser those CPUs, but other than that.
Hey, Kevin Sturgis has just come in just as I'm finishing up. Kevin, so I'm about to finish up. But,
Boardsport has a recommendation for you, Mike.
Wow, there's a recycling logo in the emoticons, in the emojis. I didn't even know.
There we go. See, the recycling logo.
I may actually try to do a live stream because I got better.
There it is. Yeah, recycling logo. Isn't that something? I didn't even know.
Ralph, what is your plan for the week?
Working and trying to sort my living room. There's not going to be much gas. I might do an unboxing of a very special collector's edition game that I got on the 9th. And then I might put that up somewhere during the coming week. But that's basically all.
Okay. Well, I have, let me see, well, I have a few days off coming at the end of the week, so I'll be doing a bit of scrapping. I'll have a video out on Thursday. I'll try and send the stuff out that I said I'd send to Ralph. Anyone I promised to send stickers to, I'll try and get them out this week. And if you want some stickers and you haven't got them yet off me or haven't asked for them, my email is on my about. Send me your address and I'll try and get them out this week when I'm posting the rest out. And I think that's about it. I'm going to put a link in for Jimmy C, I think, is live at the moment. I'm going to put Jimmy C's channel in if you want to go over there and do a raid and say scrap an Irish raid to him. Jimmy just pop in when he's free. So I'm going to return the favour to him. So I put the link in for Jimmy C's channel. Go over and say hi to Jimmy. And as always, guys, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And hope to catch you next Sunday. And bye-bye from me. And Ralph with full mouth is going to say,
scrap you all later.
Bye-bye, guys.